NBA Friday night action. We're going to head to Denver where the Nuggets take on the Phoenix Suns. And I'm going to back the Denver Nuggets here, getting 2.5 against Phoenix. Last time in Phoenix, just last week, they got slaughtered. Just a few games ago, that was the beginning of their road trip in which they lost. Then they beat New Orleans, and then they just lost to San Antonio. We're talking about the Nuggets here. And they bounced back from a pretty rough start of the year. Gallinari's come around to start playing really well. I like Mudiay. I think he's going to be a really good point guard. He's still got a little bit of turnover problems. Phoenix Suns come in, of course, with their two guards, Brandon Knight and Eric Bledsoe. They're very tough, and they absolutely destroyed Denver the last time in Phoenix. But the reason why I like Denver is that was one of the worst shooting games Denver's had this year, if not the worst. And I just look for them to bounce back tonight. Again, in that game against Phoenix before, they were off a back-to-back after beating Houston in Denver while Phoenix was on rest in the middle of a 4-game homestand. So they were in a good situation, a good spot to probably blow out Denver. I don't see it happening tonight. I actually like Denver to go ahead and win this game, but I'll take the 2.5 points. Let's start talking about these teams. Phoenix, they come in, they're averaging 105 points per game, shooting 44.1% from the field and 37% from beyond the arc. Bledsoe, Knight, two options. What's impressive about the Suns is they're leading the league in total rebounds per game. So I got to attribute that to Tyson Chandler coming in. They just got some good pieces. Jeff Hornacek, very good basketball coach. Defensively, the Suns, they're allowing 100.5 points per game, 45.3% shooting from the field, and 34.1% from beyond the arc. Pretty pedestrian numbers overall. Against Denver last time, they held them to really low percentages, like 17% from beyond the arc. Don't expect that tonight. Now that Denver's at home, both teams are off of rest, but I like for Denver to go ahead, score quite a few points in this most likely up-tempo game. Let's talk about the Nuggets. Really very interesting combination of players they have. I think Coach Mike Malone's got his hands full there. He's got to bring along the new guy, Mudiay, kind of a new guy. He played a little pro ball last year. Gallinari's turnaround. Farid's a decent option. It's going to be interesting to see how they develop throughout the year, but I think he's a decent enough coach to get them, at least to make a little bit of noise in the Western Conference. Not much, just a little bit. Offensively, on the year, Denver, they're averaging 99.7 points per game, shooting 43.3% from the field and 34% from beyond the arc. It's still decent numbers, not great. Again, against Phoenix last time out, they shot very poorly. I don't expect them to do that at home tonight. Where the difference has been with Denver, or where it's going to have to be, going forward with Malone as head coach, is on the defensive end, something this franchise has lacked in the last 10 years. So far this year, defensively, they're allowing 103.1 points per game, 45.1% shooting from the field, and 37.3% from beyond the arc. They don't do anything terribly well on defense. They don't do anything horrific either. So I look for them to battle Phoenix. There's some pretty good matchups here. They're going to have to contain Knight and going to have to contain Bledsoe because that's Phoenix' two leading scorers. I think they could do it. I think they have enough athletes, and they're semi-deep. Denver is. They play enough guys to where I think they're going to give Phoenix a little bit of trouble tonight, and it's a revenge factor. I like the Nuggets to go ahead and pull this one out. So that's going to be my NBA play of the day on the Denver Nuggets, getting the 2.5 against Phoenix, and I wish you guys luck on your plays of the day.